Pretty chilling music if I must say something. Did not expect the music to be like this. But yeah, probably have to adjust some settings maybe, I'm not too sure. But welcome to the Silent Swan. I don't know too much about this game, but it seems to be a lot more of a slower pace, darker kind of game, so I might need to switch to graphics later, so it might end up being a lot more brighter than before, which you've seen with my Bioshock series, which I edited with on the actual OBS, not actually editing software, but same thing. Anyway, yeah, welcome to Silent Swan. If you guys will enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below so I know that you want me to continue the series. I don't think I've played a game like this before, but I don't exactly remember seeing the image and stuff because I had this for a good while before I played it. So we'll just have to see if something goes wrong, or if anything even happens. It might be, I don't know. It might be a horror game for all I know. It might be an action game. I don't really know. All I know is that it seemed cool, so I wanted to play it. Alright, so I did turn off the music so I can add my own music in. So, that'll probably be the only kind of music you'll probably hear. Oh. Lord. Okay, so let's jump in. First lean. Okay, so this seems pretty dark, so I'll be right back. I need to turn up the brightness for OBS so you guys can see. Okay, so I think it should look a lot better for you guys now. Also, I probably need to fix that. Also, I like to fix the lag, but I can't enter the menu. I don't know the button to enter the menu, so. Okay, easy interact. It didn't also say the controls and the settings unless I missed it, so probably gonna have to try and... Fortunately she hadn't, and I found her there on the balcony, shining pale under the moon. I thought there were voices, but I guess not. Okay. Oh, hi. Remember asking her what troubled her. Okay. Well, what was troubling her then? Birds, he gestured. After seeing the question in my eyes, she elaborated. They've all gone silent. Hence the name, the Silent Swan? Never understood how she could have known that when I hadn't even noticed, but she was right. All the birds had gone silent. I didn't give it much thought at the time, and I told her we should go back to sleep. The last thing I remember is her telling me that she would go take a walk on the meadows below, and as she so many times before had, English, not my best language apparently. I would come back before I awoke. When I was awake. In retrospect, it seemed obvious that something very serious was amiss. The natural thought that nothing extraordinary could have possibly ever happened to oneself drowned my worries, and sent me back to bed, believing, no doubt, that I would awake to yet another morning. Apparently not. I went back to sleep on a warm night of midsummer. And when I opened my eyes again, it was a freezing day of late November, 17 years later. So you like time traveled or something? Is that what this is supposed to be? It's hot damn. I just made out of time travel by sleeping. Oh hi. Oh. Into the land beyond the walls. In trash you are we in? Have these kinds of things going around. I'd say maybe early, maybe mid-industrial age? Mid-industrial revolution maybe? What I'd like to say, but I don't actually know history all that well. So I could be completely wrong about that. Damn, that's a big wall. Would make a certain joke about walls, but I arrived at the walls that gated my home away 4 days after I woke into that new unfamiliar world. Yeah, as I was saying, I would like to make a wall joke about a certain person, but I'm not going to. In those 4 days, I had been arrested, taken into the city of Cerner, and stripped off every identity, document, and piece of clothing they tied me to my previous life. And they tried to convince me that my name, Mirov, wasn't really so. Gave me new, completely forged papers of another man and insisted I should pass off as him from now on. But I didn't listen. Okay. Oh, now I can sprint. Usually ships to sprint, so I figured I'd try it out. Couldn't sprint before though. So, throws are a bit on the BSX side, but I don't think this is a very computer, actually a lot of button-y kind of game. I don't think there's fall damage, I would assume, but I don't know. Okay. I'm guessing I need to head into the little crack there. You can be quiet about the jokes, about entering the crack. All you men out there, I know what you're thinking. This is not the YouTube is not the place for that, as much as I would like to tell those jokes. Unfortunately, I'd rather not lose my channel. Whether I have part of the program or not, I'm not really taking that risk. That seems to be in there. Are these graves? If people try to get in the... Oh no, the trees. Are the trees? I'm not sure if the trees are graves or just stones. I don't know. Down the walls. Okay. Get up to the land bridge. Where's this land bridge at? Arm's itchy. Alright. Oh. Again, apologies about the lag. I wish I could change. Oh. Very well. I've arrived today at an unnerving resolution. Tides of what happened no longer claw upon my heart and mind as I return to myself. I've decided to face them with the same sadness with which I lost it all. I have heard word of something that may restore it all again. I will be leaving this letter where only you could find it. It is my hope to be the one reading this letter to you someday, but if that is not so, then that will be fine too, for it would mean that my deepest desire has come true. I shall be journeying away to the land where the rain never fall, the winds never blow, and the birds never sing. I embark oblivious to the dangers I am about to face, but never have I felt this strongly my next step to be waiting somewhere. The pursuit of a dream in the mist has begun, and if I do not return, then do not look for me. Please live on. Interesting. Oh, wait. What? Okay, hold on now. First, I want to turn the sensitivity down a bit. That was one thing. Is this notebook? Page interact. Previous page, okay. Print, okay. Jump. Okay, so pretty basic controls, but that should be fine. Okay. Cool. The lag starts having too much of a lag. I assume this is the bridge. I'll probably go back to the main menu maybe and see if I can change the graphics and see what happens. I'm gonna try and get onto this bridge, I would guess. Doesn't quite seem... Is it low? But sure. Into the lands to the view of my home, Urzum. City I was told never existed. In search of Celine, a woman they told me never lived. Maybe it's this thing, not this giant ass bridge. I did so with the aims of recovering the life I lost, a bygone past that for me was barely a yesterday. Interesting. You not want me to unfold into the Zulta? Ah, nothing happens, do we? Oh well. Let's go. I assume we need to get up there. Seeing there's stairs heading up. Okay, then we kind of run around on this bridge for now. Imagine being in something like this though. Right on towards the city of Urzum. Ooh. Huh. Really imagine though. Imagine something like this. Well, I suppose it's fantastical, so nothing similar would happen. But to only imagine being able to explore, or whether not just exploring like an abandoned place, but feel more rather being seeming like the only person in the world. What would you guys do if something like that happened? If you end up being like the last person, everything was progressing without any issues, and come across any militiamen patrolling inside, they already suspected that would be the case. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a question. If you guys were if one of you ended up being the very last person on Earth, what would you do in those moments? Then I came across a military tent. Oh, up here. What would you do if you end up being the last person on Earth, the very last human to exist? You didn't have anyone else with you. 0276, low 0276, you copy. Guessing I can't bring my cycle. Huh? Coming from the tent. First things first, I need to get back the fuck up. Come on now. Okay. I may have fallen off a bit. Just slightly. Alright. There's more up here. Hello, bird. Are you supposed to be a swan or a new kind of fantastical bird? Picks it up. Hello? Kinda. Anybody there? What in the world? Oh, is that a save? Ring a bell for a save? Okay. But what would you do if all of humanity besides you, or maybe all of life besides you, suddenly disappeared? What would you do in those moments? You could do pretty much anything you want, as long as it didn't involve like people or living things. Imagine that the food and stuff would probably rot before long. They wouldn't have like your entire life to do anything you want. I mean, unless you know how to ride a boat with a lot of gas, a cruise ship or something, or like some kind of plane or something. Imagine you'd probably be stuck where you ended up living. What would you guys do in that situation? You were the last people on Earth. You're the last person on Earth. What would you do in those moments? You could do anything you want, no consequence. What would you do? I'm not sure what I would do. Probably would just want to sort of explore and sort of maybe a sense of nostalgia, I guess. In the sense of remember what once was, I suppose. I don't think I would do anything crazy like try and jump off a mountain with a parachute or anything like that. I think I would just kind of walk around the town I grew up in, the town I'm currently in. Where I'm living right now is the same place I was born and grew up in, so I suppose in a way I would just explore the place I grew up in and the place I live, and just kind of remember what once was. I think it's what I would do. Be sure. The thing I was kind of always do is kind of a sense of nostalgia to remember what once was. I don't think I would do much else. When the tanks came to view, I realized the military had organized a full-on assault from every direction. They aimed for Urzum and every other location in between. I don't know what they hoped to achieve. The land stopped them in their tracks, and was better off that way. The caravan had turned to a makeshift encampment by travelers called in by a sense of adventure, no doubt. Perhaps they pursued the glory of reaching that which lay at the bed of the derelict land. Though that was not something I would know about until a while later. Fuel. Ring the flashlight. Ring the bell. Okay. They say the birds don't sting, but the birds are kind. I would like to say it's probably the same thing. I don't go this way. I go this way. Is there anything up here? Don't look like it. It doesn't look like there's much there. Alright. Hello, another spin cycle. At least I think it is. What's it? Tricycle? I don't know. I completely forgotten about the radio by the time the man on the other side contacted me. We ain't contacting me right now. 276. Hello? Who is this? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Now I've come here. We are trekking at the edge of a very steep abyss. Who are you? Do I know you? Every step you venture into this place is a step you further stray yourself away from your place in life. No place in life for me other than this one. Look, this place didn't exist. You moved it from every map, but here I am. I'm going back home. No home for you on this side of the walls. There's nothing real here. Only ruins of the past. No, there are not just ruins here. We're chasing a ghost, Rodor. It's a dangerous place, and even if you do manage to make it out alive, a change of identity may not be your only punishment this time. I don't care. I'd rather die of Mirov, who I really am, here, where I lived half my life, than to pretend to be the person you made up for me. Are you trying to convince me? Or yourself? No one. Tell that to your boss if they want me out. They have to drag me out themselves. Ah! Burn! You sure showed that, military guy. Yeah, I think I would just kind of explore, explore the ruins of the past. I just kind of like to explore what once was and sort of remember the times I spent with the people I love, I guess. I don't know. Or just say what I would do in a situation like that unless the situation actually came up. I think besides that, I think I would like to try do other things. It became certain after the conversation that none of my movements during the previous days had gone unnoticed by the Ternurian authorities. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. They knew I was there. They had been following me. Maybe I was already within those walls. They're already within those walls, waiting. But none of that would deter me. I was to make my way home, and that I would. Yeah. Sorry to say what I would do in that actual situation. I would like to. That's probably one thing I think most people would do eventually. Is just explore the place they grew up, the places they love. You just kind of remember what once was and explore maybe their old house and stuff. Maybe look at some pictures, a picture book or something, if they can find one. Stuff like that. Maybe phone lag. Jesus. 1 second, I'll continue this conversation in. So yeah, as I was saying before, this is the same thing, so you guys don't have to. I'll just skip that. Yeah, hard to say what I would do. One thing I would definitely do would be to look at the memoirs of the past. Maybe some photo, maybe a photo book or something like that. On a picture book, maybe if my phone is charged, maybe look at some photos that I had or videos I had before. I think maybe I'll like to try maybe driving various cars, see how various cars feel. Maybe I would do something like that. What else would I do? Maybe go solo camping somewhere, away from everything. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'd like to say maybe explore the concept of loneliness and just be comfortable with myself, I guess. I'm not too sure what I would do in all honesty. What would you guys do? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys would do if you were in a situation like that. Not entirely sure what I would do. Also, graphics in this game and the way everything looks, amazing. Very great, very good looking. Yeah, I didn't expect this to be some action game or anything like that. I think it's a lot more sort of a laid back kind of game. So I'm not sure what I'll talk about in these episodes, but I don't really know because not really actiony. I became certain after the conversation that none of my movement. Oh, that's the same thing. Anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about during these things. I'm very introverted by nature, so I don't exactly have the social experience to be able to just fill in the constant gaps of quietness with just random stuff. I might look up some topics in between episodes, maybe. Maybe kind of explore certain topics of like loneliness, being the last person on Earth. Maybe other stuff like that. That's kind of what it is currently. It seems like there's no one else really around. There's birds and stuff, but I feel like for the most part... Oh god, it's lagging again. I have to ignore the lag. I apologize. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Is like this is the last person on Earth, kind of not situation, but like, you're the only person around here. And you're just exploring the past. Whether or not it's gonna be actual people, or it's just gonna be like birds every so often, and it's just emptiness. I'm not really sure. But I suppose in a way, it's quite nice in a way. Being able to be by yourself. Sure, extroverts really don't enjoy that. Probably, at least not as much as introverts do. It is quite nice being able to be by yourself and just being able to appreciate your own loneliness within I suppose within the existence of Earth. Not sure if I'm supposed to put some area I'm supposed to be going to, but I'm gonna go over here. Again, I very do not like the lag as much as you dislike it. I don't know, venture on and restore the current. Yours have been gated out by the same people who deemed blasting them to pieces wasn't enough. So I found myself taking a detour into the homeland of Hanan, hoping to unlock the way to Herzan. Okay, so... Anyway, I think introverts, they always try to focus on themselves. They appreciate the ideology of and the concept of loneliness as what most people would deem something, would associate it with something negative. Can I not enter here? Introverts really enjoy that. They enjoy being by themselves, and while they do, well, certainly a lot of introverts. Hey, future me here. You can probably just ignore the video that's going on in the background while I'm kind of talking like this, but point is, I figured out what was wrong with my computer after the recording while I was trying to figure it out. So I will be doing the next episode will hopefully be a lot better. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know I did end up finding out the issue, and I'm pretty sure I have fixed it. So yeah. Best to look out for the next episode. Hopefully the next episode will be a lot better than this one. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to also click the bell notification icon so next time I upload a video, you'll be notified. All that kind of stuff. It's kind of what the video me is saying probably around this time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, all that kind of stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.